Alright. Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory be to Yahweh. Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Racha Kodash. And I want to say double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and blessings to the hopeful elect out there teaching this word in all sincerity and truth, in the hopes that we may edify and feed the lambs of Yahweh Shai, especially in these last days, making full proof of our ministry, which the word minister means to serve. And that's exactly what we're supposed to be doing, strengthening our case in the eyes of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, that we may be of the hopeful elect, the elect that are deemed fit for salvation when Yahweh Shai comes back, to gather indeed his elect, the elect of the nation of Israel, no other nation. Even though you're going to have our people scattered among these different nations, but if their seed goes back to Jacob, whose name was changed to Israel, then they are indeed Israelites. We believe in the Lord, man. We believe the one that the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, whose real name is Yahweh Shai. He's coming back. And all the signs that you're seeing, happening in these news articles and so on and so forth, it's just a matter of time before the Lord makes his grand return. All right. So let's get into this video. I just wanted to speak about, and I've been meaning to do this video for for a while. I was meditating on it. I was meditating on this video indeed. It's funny, I was going to speak on that comment as well. But, the title of this video says, "Shut down, everything stopped." Everything stopped. Supply chain emergency, prepare for shortages. And this particular video, I've been meditating on it for a couple of days. So I said, well, no time like the present, let's get into it. I was trying to get into it yesterday, but the Spirit had me go into something else, but that's okay. I said, Lord willing, through the Spirit, I'll be revisiting this topic because, these major shortages that, these supply chains that are being affected in many different ways, more than one ways that these supply chains are being affected. One of the ways that I'm going to go into that is being affected is with these, you got people boarding these, transport mechanisms, or these ways in which food is being transported into America. You got these refugees jumping on these trains, and it's slowing down the process of that happening. There's also been a new news update as well since I've been meditating on this video of, distribution centers that hold all your food and over there in Walmart, which when you rearrange Walmart, what do you get? You get martial law. All right. And I believe the same company over here, the UK equivalent to Walmart, is Asda. So we have major supermarkets over here as well. And the food that's on these shelves is not going to last, man. Especially when all hell breaks loose and people start panicking. But we know that this is all done by design. Okay, and when I say it's done by design, I'm talking about, the wicked elites. Okay, the nation of Esau, Edom. It's all done by design. Scriptures tell us, Revelation 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. So Esau, he knows he has a short time. So, he has a new world order agenda to pretty much push forward with, all right, as he tries to play the Most High, as he, wants these people out here to be electronically tagged, like Elder Apostle Gabal always mentions, in the form of what? The chip, the mark of the beast. The same thing that John the Revelator saw on the Isle of Patmos, one chapter over, Revelation 13. In fact, I'm there, I might as well read it. Right? And it reads, Revelation 13:16, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. Everyone's going to be affected by this. Okay? To receive a mark, which the Greek word for mark there is charagma, or some say charagma, in their right hand, which is what? The chip. Okay? and that's going to be inserted into your flesh. Okay, so people are the same way you see people how they were lining up to take the injection, during the first wave. All right, you're gonna see it even a more desperate state of mind of the people, especially when major crisis events pop off. All right, because we're just waiting for Esau to come with the perfect excuse for them to roll out this chip, man. All right, and we can see it clearly. We see it clearly. We're not confused about it. The Lord is not the author of confusion. The Lord gave us these prophecies, all right, and it's plain for the elect to see. Scriptures speak about the simplicity that's in Yahweh Shai, man. Okay, the elect have been given the eyes to see. All right, in these last days, and what the elders and apostles have been teaching us is that they're gonna roll out this chip, man. All right, and everyone's gonna have to be forced to make a choice. That's what the hour of temptation is talking about. Okay, it says to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark. So you ain't going to be able to make any form of transaction unless you pretty much you bow down to this man's system. All right, and again, we're just waiting for a major crisis to pop off, and or crises, crises to pop off in these last days. And this is one of them. And you see how the southern border of America is being overrun by people trying to get in there. You got a lot of the Latin tribes trying to get up in there, which ultimately the Lord's bringing in there. That's more missiles. That's more meat for the missiles, because America is going to be turned into a lake of fire. But ultimately it shows you how demonic Esau is as well at the same time, because you got these. I remember Elder Apostle Tahar did a video about the Darien Gap. The Latin tribes have to make a dangerous journey. They got to cross, I think go through Panama and then go to the southern border, only to be turned away, only to be told that they can't even enter. And then on the way there, they're in danger of being kidnapped. They're in danger of, being mauled by beasts, beaten down by gorillas. All right, being chewed on by jaguars. Okay, and some of them got children with them as young as 3-4 years old. Women getting grabbed up, raped. Children getting kidnapped, But Esau can stop this, but he doesn't want to stop it because he's the devil that the Bible speaks of. Now he's seeing how this devil is really showing them horns, but he's really going to show them, especially during the time of Jacob's trouble when all hell breaks loose. And, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play you a little bit of this video so you can get a little bit of understanding of what I'm going into here in regards to this shutdown. All right, and this YouTube channel is by Patrick Humphrey. Okay, which I see the apostles, they do videos on this guy from time to time. All right, and it's edifying. We got to be. You see, the Lord's put the Spirit upon certain individuals out there in the world, preppers and so on and so forth, to pretty much blow the lid off Esau's operations. All right, and ultimately so that we can see it and that we can report on it and filter it through the scriptures as well. So we have to watch. All right, we got to get our minds ready for what's coming. All right, and the preppers, even they be saying that we got to get our minds ready for what's coming, get our houses in order, but we got to get our spiritual houses in order. Okay, we got to abide in the secret place of the Most High. What's that? Psalms the 91st chapter, right? Let's get that real quick. Psalms 91 from the top. It says, "He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty." All right, being sheltered by the Most High, man. All right, and what's the secret place of the Most High? This wisdom, this knowledge. Okay, how do we know that? Precept is Amos 3:7. Let's get that scripture. All right, which reads, "Surely the Lord Yahweh power will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants, the prophets." And that's why, this being a secret, that's why when the disciples asked Yahweh Shai in Matthew the 13th chapter, Matthew 13:10, and the disciples came and said unto him, "Why speakest thou unto them in parables?" He answered and said unto them, "Because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given." So this ain't given to everyone to understand. Now, when you go into that word mysteries, the Greek word is mysterion. All right, which what does the word mysterion mean in the Greek? It says a hidden thing, a secret, a mystery. So this mystery, this secret, isn't really meant for everyone to understand. The whole nation of Israel to understand. No, only the elect of the nation of Israel are going to understand this. Okay, only the elect are going to understand these secrets. That's why I brought out Amos 3 and 7. Surely the Lord Yahweh power will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants the prophets, which is the understanding of this word. And with the understanding of this word comes what? Stability. Okay, Isaiah chapter 33 and 6. It says, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. Now that word stability in the Hebrew is amawana, which means firmness. All right, to be steadfast in of faith, you know. And that's why the scripture says in Hebrews 11 and 6, but without faith it is impossible to please him. So we want to be pleasing the Lord with faith. We don't want to be wavering. We don't want to be double-minded in these last days. We want to be watching. We want to be praying. We want to be in the know. Okay, we want to have the keys to the secret chambers, you know, which contains the wisdom, this truth, which is going to keep us stable in these last days, to know what's going on in a time of all-out chaos, a time of chaos that's going to be introduced to the planet, the likes of which no one has ever seen since there was a nation. Daniel 12 and 1 goes into that. So this is why we're supposed to be getting our spiritual houses in order. Our minds, get our minds right, okay? It says, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. Meaning what? We got to know what Esau's planning. We got to know what the mark of the beast is. Okay? We have to be in the know. We have to be clued up to the secrets. Okay? This wisdom, this truth. Okay? The spiritual vault full of all good treasures, which is this wisdom. Okay? We got the Lord has given us, through faith, he's given us the ability to open that secret vault of treasures, man. Wisdom. Okay? Now, in that time to come, we're going to be able to withdraw from our spiritual accounts, our spiritual bank accounts, if you will. Okay? In order to get through in these last days. In faith. It says, and strength of salvation, the fear of the Lord is his treasure. All right. So, you know, hey, and that's another thing people don't teach you about is the fear of the Lord. Okay. The Lord is definitely bringing fear to these people in these last days, man. All right. We fear the Lord ahead of schedule. We know what he's coming to do. All right. But you see, that's why the wicked of our people, they're out there in that do as thou wilt spirit. They don't even realize that this is happening. Shutdown. Everything stops. Supply chains. Emergency. Prepare for shortages, man. So we're getting our minds prepared. Okay, we're getting ready, man, through the spirit. So check this video out. I'm just gonna play you. I'm gonna jump around to certain timestamps that I want to play from, and then Lord willing, through the spirit, get some scriptures to go along with it. And I pray it's edifying.
So all these things are happening right now, and now we're having a major attack on our supply chain as well. And this is going to cause fruit shortages. Major fruit shortages are going to come to Walmart. This is going to hit everywhere. Kroger, Publix, Piggly Wiggly.
Yeah, Walmart. And there was another video that Patrick Humphrey uploaded today, which I was watching on the way back home from work. And he was saying one of the biggest distributors of Walmart, they were, they were really, really short on, they've been really, really short on deliveries for the last 3 weeks. All right, shortages, these lorries, they just ain't getting these, they just ain't getting these deliveries coming through, man. All right, so my thing is, what's next? When these people realize that there's shortages, mass shortages, what do you think these people are going to be doing, man? They're going to be going buck wild. They're going to be going crazy. Every man for himself.
This is going to hit everywhere that you shop at. King Super. All these major grocery stores, this is where they get their fruit from. This is where they get their food from. We could have major grain shortages as well for cattle.
And not only that, the grain shortages with the whole war with Russia and Ukraine, even over the EU, they've been feeling it, man. The bread basket of the EU over there, Russia and Ukraine. Okay. So this ain't stopping. Esau's really turning the fucking heat up, which ultimately this is the Lord that's doing this, man. Okay, he's ready to bring Esau's kingdom to a close. All right? A new kingdom and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness is on the horizon. All right? Yahweh Shai's kingdom. And by default, we're going to be joint heirs with him. Phone had to just ping off on that. So that's it, man. Esau is the end of the world. Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So why are we experiencing all these turmoils? Because they're likened unto labor pains. All these plagues that America is going through, that the world is feeling, these labor pains, man. That's what's coming upon Esau's kingdom. All these food shortages and that, whatever, they're likened like a woman in travail, like a woman in labor about to deliver a son. All right? About to deliver that baby. And the baby being delivered is the destruction. All right? And simultaneously, the elect being delivered out of this wicked ass kingdom, being saved. All right? But before the baby gets delivered, guess what happens? The woman goes through nothing but pains. And it's funny how America is likened unto a woman. The woman that rode upon the scarlet-colored beast. All right? So she's experiencing them labor pains. All right?
Pigs, chicken as well. And that could cause major price increases in grain for your animals and to buy it on the shelves as well. We could see shortages and major spikes in cattle.
You're sitting there, you might have a pet, you might have, sitting there looking at your dog, just looking at you with longing eyes. Hasn't eaten, the rib cages are starting to show, and the Lord puts a spirit on these animals to start eating people. All right, that's already started happening over here in the UK. They just banned the American XL bully because they've been chomping down on people, man. All right, which the word America means bitter. So the Lord spoke about teeth of wild beasts. See these plagues? Hey, the Lord is plaguing these cities, man. It's going to be like some I Am Legend shit out here. Remember when you saw lions rolling through the city? That's how it's going to be out here. In fact, let me get a quick scripture. This wasn't in the lineup that I had mentally for this lesson, but nonetheless, I'm going to read it anyway. All right, because it's edifying. This is Sirach chapter 39 and 28. It says, there be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of their destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. So when it's time for them to get down to destroy, this is when they're going to pour out their force. No restraints, no holding back. Them spirits that are created for vengeance. Yeah, created by who? By the Most High, the King of Terrors, man. The fuck you think this is? Talking about the good book, God's all love. But he created spirits for vengeance, man. And when the destruction happens, they pour out their force. They're given the orders by the King of Terrors. Look, jack this place up in this manner. Jack that place up in that manner. Fuck up this city. Fuck up that city. Oh, you see that individual there? Yeah, let a dog jump on his neck. Clamp down on his windpipe. He's struggling. Yeah, the Lord did that. From the Lord belong the issues from death, right? It says, and appease the wrath of him that made them. So they love doing the bidding of the Lord. All right? It says fire and hell. And oh yeah, Maui, remember? Little Maui. So you got Big Maui, which is America, but you got Little Maui, right? That little Hawaii island over there, we got fucking taken out, man. Pure fire raining down upon that place. And whether it was Esau with his laser beam technology, which we believe it was, hey, Esau is the sword of the Lord on the left-hand side. The Lord is using Esau and swinging that sword, man. And bringing destruction, fire and hail and famine and death. All these were created for vengeance. Read out the scriptures, man. About a good book. Scriptures speak about the lamentations, mournings and woes of the scriptures. But check this out. Teeth of wild beasts. So them wild beasts, man, they're going to be prowling. They're going to be out here prowling, hungry, looking for you, man. You women going to be on your moon. You're going to be trying to, but they can smell that blood. They're going to be coming for you. My period. They're going to be smelling that blood, man. They're going to be coming for you. And when they find you, man, big ass animals, man. Lions, jaguars. Hey, it's happening already with them gorillas and jaguars. You got the Latin tribes trying to get into America at the southern border. They're already having to battle against that shit. Meanwhile, you can just go into your fridge. You got your slippers on. You can go into your fridge. You got the heating on full blast. right? It's early morning, you got your hot cocoa, you got your dressing gown on, you all nice and snug. You got the Latin tribes that are going through nothing but hell, which is ultimately the judgment of the Lord. All right? But again, he's using Esau to put them in a situation like that, a situation of desperation, because that ain't going to be happening in the kingdom, man. Ain't no Israelite going to be suffering like that in the kingdom. You crazy, bro. We're all going to be good. The scripture says we're going to be like them that dream. We're going to be blessed. It says teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword punishing the wicked to destruction. So that's the point, you know? So the Lord is bringing out different variations and modes of judgment out here, man. Get to know the fear of the Lord.
To buy it on the shelves as well. We could see shortages and major spikes in cattle, pig, and chicken right now, right? They all depend.
Yeah, they be pushing that Beyond Meat stuff. They're talking about eating bugs, you know? Santa Claus swabs, talking about eating bugs, and, you know, the World Economic Forum, you will own nothing and be happy. The gates of hell, Mr. Bill himself, buying up all the farmland. Okay, be pushing that Beyond Meat bullshit, man. So you see what they're doing, man. We're definitely at the end. Esau's turning up the heat. Okay, 15-minute cities. You ain't gonna be able to go in from one place to another. And if, you know, don't go on like Esau didn't have you in lockdown. They already showed you how they can lock this place down. These major cities, they've been doing that. And the people accepted it. They didn't revolt. They didn't, you know, there might have been a few protests here and there, but for most part, the people complied. They were locked up in their own homes. Couldn't go nowhere. People got furloughed. Now people are used to working from home. Why do you think conveniently they had you working from home? Getting you used to preconditioned gradualism, getting you used to not traveling to different places. Okay? Getting you used to just staying put in one city. Getting you conditioned to accept the 15-minute cities. Just like they show you in Hunger Games with the different districts. Or the different time zones. With that movie with Justin Timberlake called In Time. They want you locked the fuck down. They're trying to play the Most High. They want you chipped. They want you electronically tagged. They want total control over your ass, Clark, man. And that's what's coming. Alright?
Heavily on grain. All these things are being shut to the U.S. is being shut down right now, okay? And they're also shutting down international bridges that transport trucks as well into the U.S. and import.
See that? So these people these truckers, they got to get from one place to another, but they're shutting down these international bridges. Okay? This is a siege warfare that you're dealing with here. Okay? This is 2nd Ezra 15 in full effect. 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 17. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. You had lockdowns, 15-minute cities. You got the cities being locked down. You got the truckers, they can't even go from one city to another to deliver them goods. What do you think happens as a knock-on effect? And this is, listen, bro, and they're talking about a government shutdown, which is going to have a knock-on effect on everything that you see running, you know, somewhat smooth at the moment. Whether it be transportation, whether it be, medical treatments, you know, whether it be people having to work for free, you know, police officers, ambulance drivers, you know, nurses, whatever. There's going to be a knock-on effect of all these things. Childcare, which I did a video on that a couple of days back. And what did Biden come out and say? You so-called black people, you're going to suffer the most. He actually came and said it out of his own mouth. So that's Jacob's trouble, man. All right? He's been talking about a dark winter. It says, for because of their pride, the cities shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. All right? Now, it's funny because what I want to do is I want to pull up a comment from this video, and it just so happens to be the top comment there that I wanted to even make a response on, because I was reading the comment board. Sometimes I do that. I don't do it all the time, which I should do it more because it's like an open conversation based on the video that we're watching here, just to see where people's trail of thoughts are And sometimes they drop some edifying stuff that you gotta hear. Okay, it says this is from at JK, and you can see he got like 5 sevens in his name. 77777. He put this up 3 days ago. He said, "We are in a depression." All caps. Our government, which the word government means to control the mind. The word govern meaning control, and ment meaning mind. All right, so this is all mind control that Esau's got going on out here, man. The government doesn't give a rat's a star. I take it that means arse. A rat's arse about us. We have got to pull and stay together. When push gets to shove, there ain't no one sticking together when push gets to shove. It's every man for them fucking selves, man. Didn't you read? Hey, that's why the scriptures speak about at that time shall. In fact, I'm gonna get it. Because iniquity shall abound, that the love of many shall wax cold. Ain't no one gonna be sticking together in that time. It says, get your heavy tinfoil out for October the 4th. So everyone be talking about the month of October. You know? There's sayings, because I saw Elder Manat Abzakbar's video. He's talking about how, doing a video, he said he didn't know how true it is, but hey, you know, how they might just start pushing out certain frequencies in the air, which is going to affect these people especially in these cities, you know, which that's not even, you know, they may not do it on that particular date, but hey, they could do something like that, because they show you that in that movie Kinsman, the first one with Samuel L. Jackson, and how, you know, everyone was receiving these free SIM cards and free phones, and then all of a sudden there was a certain vibration that went out, and everyone started killing each other in the streets. And in fact, I might even watch that movie after I do this video, man. It says, get with your neighbors and stick together. Watch each other's backs and support each other. Love to you all. God will prevail. Now, he said, get with your neighbors and stick together. Well, I got a scripture for that. JK 77777. I got a scripture. This is verse 19 in 2nd Ezra 15. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. Your neighbor ain't fitting to go into his cupboard and give you his last bag of rice, man. You know? Or pack of biscuits, or whatever the fuck or tins of tuna, or whatever, you know, non-perishable goods that he's got laid up for him and his family. Because what's he gonna eat? So it's going to be dog eat dog. And then he's going to be defending his food from other, not just you, his neighbor, but from other people that are going to be coming from other places, other cities, that are going to be on the prowl looking to feed their families, especially in these cities where you got a neighbor above you, a neighbor across the road, a neighbor beneath you, these tower blocks, you know, a neighbor 5 levels below you. 5 levels above you, neighbors running in stairwells, everyone hunting each other down like the fucking purge. This is what's coming. This is what's coming, man. This is 2nd Ezra 16 and 21. Behold, victuals, which means food and provisions, shall be so good cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case. Yeah, people thinking that they're cool. That's why the scripture says, when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction come up upon them, man. Even then shall evils grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. And what do you think is going to be happening in time of famine? Cannibalism. People are actually going to be eating each other, man. That's why I always quote the Joker from The Dark Knight. He said, these civilized people. Yeah, right now everyone's civilized. Be civil. You know, everyone's so-called towing the line, right? But then the moment when all hell breaks loose, and the Joker said, everyone loses their minds. You know? Upset the established order of things. Introduce a little chaos. Then everyone loses their minds. You know? The moment I say one little person's gonna die, then everyone loses their minds. Yeah, because fear is a great motivator, indeed. So Esau knows what he's doing, man. And he's gonna use and manipulate that fear that he's going to have over you in order to push out them draconian measures, which the ultimate draconian measure is for them to electronically tag your ass and have total control over you. But the elect ain't going to be persuaded. The elect are not going to be tempted to do that, man. All right, well, we're gonna be tempted, but they ain't gonna falter to it. Okay, because it's not written for the elect. The none shall pluck them out of his hands. Scripture does speak about the hour of temptation. We're all gonna have to go through it, but the elect are not gonna be deceived. That's the word I was looking for. Now the scripture says it's not possible to deceive the very elect. All right. So let's go back here into this. So I say to you, JK77777, that put up this comment 3 days ago about get with your neighbors and stick together. Listen, man, it's done. All right. These people, they're going to be out there for themselves, man. All right.
Goods into the U.S. These international bridges are being shut down as well right now. Okay, so
and that's why we got to be tight with one another as well, even in this truth, because hey, we got our neighbors in the truth, sincere believers. Hey, the Lord might put you, with a man of the Lord in that time. You don't know. The same brother that you be helping out now, praying for right now. Hey, the Lord might put you with that brother, or a brother that you ain't even met, a brother that you just been watching his videos online, even across, the Lord could have anything happen. He could teleport brothers places, pick you up, drop you off somewhere, We got, great things are about to happen in these last days, bro. Great things are about to happen. Miracles are going to be popping off. This is why our faith, man, it needs to be rock solid as we approach the time that's coming, man. All right?
This is a coordinated effort.
We got to take care of each other, man, because, hey, you don't want to be in the end thinking, oh, shit, I could have done more for Arkham. I could have done more. I could have been more charitable. Listen, bro, like, we can't do enough for the Lord, We got to go in, Firing all spiritual cylinders, man. We got to go in through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai and pray, man. Just pray, Arkham, because great turbulent times are coming.
Is a coordinated attack on the U.S. and our supply chain, and we need to be getting ready, and you need to be getting your family in a safe, secure location, and you need to have plenty of preps. So let's get into what's going on and what is shutting down our supply chain. We have the biggest railroad operation in Mexico being shut down right now, and this transports hundreds of cars into the U.S. every single day.
Let me just pause it because this fucking commercial is okay.
Every single day of oil, of fruit, vegetables, critical goods, automobiles, auto parts, all these things are being stopped and shut down right now as the largest shipping and train company in Mexico is shutting down right now. And this is continuing. Okay, they keep having to shut down new routes and open new routes and shut down this route over here and open this route over here. This is happening right now. And
we ain't in the time of things running smooth, everything's just smooth. That's not the time that we're in, Things are getting shut the fuck down. Okay, plans are being altered at the last minute. Routes are getting straight up shut down, Coming in from Mexico where they get a lot of imports and stuff. Like, America is a great consumer nation. They import a lot of their food. All right, a lot of their goods they import. Okay, so hey, America's gonna get it, man. And all these major cities, man. Over here in the UK's gonna get it. Especially London, we got all these cameras being put up, ultra low emission zones. Esau's making moves, bro. And then you got the Blade Runners, them agent provocateurs. That's you might have some that are sincere among them that are cutting down these cameras and shit. All right, but Blade Runner in that film, because I watched the remake, you had that Blade Runner, that main character in Blade Runner. He was like a rebel to Esau's New World Order, man. He was like a rebel. Okay, he wasn't standing for it, so they called themselves Blade Runners. So this is all. It could be just a psyop, man. I believe. Scripture says, "Be not ignorant of Satan's devices," man. All right.
At one point the other day, they had 60 different routes going into the U.S., northbound routes going into the U.S., 60 different ones were shut down the other day, all right? And this is fluctuating. Sometimes it's down to 40.
Check this. Just put it there. I ain't going to play too much more of it. I mean, you can watch this video for yourself. It's quite interesting, all right? Like if this is all true what he's saying, which I believe it is, you know. Like I said, you got these guys are set up. They pretty much to report what's really going on, you know, and they get a lot of their subscribers like boots on the ground. He calls them boots on the ground, and they hit him up with certain information, you know. And these things are happening, but these things ain't getting reported on mainstream media, okay? But it's just a matter of time. You see that Esau's sharpening that sword.
Just reported in the last 24 hours that over 11,000 people documented that encountered.
He's got the you see, he's got the inside paper. You see, he's actually got it there. See, this is why we got to watch, because you see, they actually pull out articles on you, man. This was put up to September 25th, 2023, 12:17 p.m. 11,000 migrant encounters reported in the last 24 hours. A historic high. U.S. Customs and Border Protection. Come on, bro. This is from the inside paper.
Enforcement, over 11,000 people crossed into the U.S. in the last 24 hours.
And you know what that's do? That's auto up chaos, okay? It's so chaotic. Have all these people come in, cross the border. We don't know who's who. And hey, who knows? They probably chipped them, you know? But again, more meat for the missiles, okay? These people are coming into America. A lot of them are coming in to get judged. The judgment of the Lord. They're going to burn in that fire. They don't escape the apes and the jaguars only to get melted by missiles, man. So see, the Lord is, hey, come on, man. That's a king of terrors, bro. All right? But again, see, Esau is allowing this to happen. The 11,000 migrant encounters and all of that, and what people coming into the borders, because he wants a chaotic situation. He wants that who's who scenario. He wants chaos. Because remember, Hegelian dialectic. He wants pressure from above and pressure from below. Problem, reaction, solution. And the ultimate solution is for people to get fucking chipped. All right? In order to establish peace and safety and order again. All right? Through the chaotic situation that he's conjured up. All right? Or gave you the illusion is a chaotic situation. Okay? Let me just put it that way. Because Esau, he knows how to play with the minds of the people, man. All right? He's a warlock, okay? He deals with witchcraft. Okay? His TV programs, nothing but witchcraft. What he's putting on them programs. How many shit do you see? Damn near everything that you watch these days is full of alphabet people, man. That's nothing but witchcraft. That's rebellion. The scriptures tell you that rebellion is as a sin of witchcraft. And Esau is an open rebellion to the Most High. All right? Because he's created to be the wicked. But guess what? Guess who created Esau? Proverbs 16:4. The Lord created Esau. Okay? And that's the sword of the Lord on the left-hand side. Let me get Psalms 17:13. Arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down. Deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. That's Esau, the sword of the Lord on the left-hand side. Who gave Esau his blessing? Isaac blessed Esau, blessed Esau with the what? The sword. And Isaac came back as Yahweh Shai, if you can receive it. And that sword is being sharpened, man. This is why you're seeing these things happen right now.
In the last 24 hours, all right? And a giant portion of them are hopping on these trains, and they've had to shut them down because it's so dangerous, and it's turning into a mass casualty event.
So they're saying that these immigrants are jumping on them trains, man, that are transporting food into the States. All kinds of goods and all kinds of stuff into the States. All these immigrants are hopping on them trains, so they're having to shut them down. Again, auto abkeo. So they can blame it on the immigrants. But then at the same time, they want the immigrants in. Man, come on, bro. Come on, man. See how this devil works. And they got think tanks that work out how to do this shit and execute it properly, man. So that they can come through with the ultimate solution is to chip the people. All right? So it's going down. And the time of Jacob's trouble is upon us, man. Let me go ahead and read a couple more scriptures here. Daniel chapter 12:1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people, right, which are the Israelites, starting with the elect. All right, and Michael is coming back as well. Ma'aka'Allah in the Hebrew. He who is like the power. So he's coming back for war because the Lord is a man of war. All right. And there shall be a time of trouble such as never was since there was a nation even to that same time. So the time of trouble that's coming is going to be incomparable to a time like, it's going to be a time like no other since there was a nation. And at that time, thy people shall be delivered. Remember we spoke about the secret place of the Most High? Thy people, that's the elect, right? That have been initiated to understanding the secrets. All right, the wisdom, the knowledge, the understanding. Those are who are going to be delivered, right? And everyone that shall be found written in the book. All right, so it's going down, man. It's going the fuck down. It's popping off. All right, we got to watch as well as pray that we enter not into temptation. Jeremiah chapter 30 verse 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. We always read about this, but who's the he that's going to be saved out at the time of Jacob's trouble? All right, the elect. All right, the elect of the nation of Israel. That's who the Lord's coming back to save. Let me go ahead and get one more scripture. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 6 verse. I'm going to start from 22. And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. The full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. Yeah, the Walmarts, the Piggly Wigglies like he was talking about over here in the UK, the Asdas, the Tesco's, all these major supermarkets, Costco. Okay, people that like to buy things in bulk. The storehouses are going to be empty. What's the mindset of the people going to be? Let's keep reading. And the trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man heareth, they shall suddenly be afraid. All right, and we're sounding the trumpet right now. Okay, we're sounding the trumpet right now through the Spirit. We're blowing the spiritual trumpet, which is this word. Right? Joel 2:1. Okay, blow ye the trumpet in Zion, sound an alarm in my holy mountain, right? See, pure videos, man. Warning, why everyone should be. And I just subscribed to that guy yesterday, man. But he be putting up some fire videos on the times of the end. Right? You got guys out there that are just set up to report things of what's going on, man. So we got to stay watching. It says, at that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies. Yeah. So in response to that comment that JK77777 and neighbors stick together, the scripture says at that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies. All right? Hey, everyone's going to be at each other's necks, man. All right? So, pretty much I'm going to leave it there, That time is great. It's even the time of Jacob's trouble. Shut down. Everything stops. Supply chain emergency. Prepare for shortages. We got to prepare spiritually. We have to prepare our minds for what's coming. All right. So with that, man, I pray you were edified. Ka halali imla. Yahweh ba'ashem Yahweh shai. Ba'ashem rakha kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that rule well. And shalom to the hopeful elect.